Hello, everybody. It is Granite, and here we are back with another episode of Let's Play Assassin's Creed 3. Again, my chat was not up. I apologize. We are here at close to the end game. We're going to check really quick to see if the lumbers are doing anything. I did check online, and it is a problem that everybody seems to have with the lumbers. Oh, but they're at the mill.
Aye, it's all here.
Good. And the birch.
Son of a
This whole
biscuit.
section.
Fine. And did Terry bring the planks of maple?
I haven't seen Teddy.
Haven't seen Terry. Where's he gone to?
I'm sure he'll be along.
Very well. We'll mark that as undelivered until he arrives.
Well, Terry's up here.
Nice to see you on this lovely afternoon.
Gonna go do something. Maybe he's probably gonna go fish again. Oh no, he's going down to the mill. Just maybe. He's in a smoke. Okay. And he's just gonna walk in and walk out. Alright, well, if that's the case, we're going to New York to do the next storyline mission because these lumbers are the worst.
All their talk of liberty and equality.
Right, they're just right this way.
Without an heir, the threat of succession is ended. It might be left to the people once more.
Connor. This tunnel will take you into the military district.
And the Admiral?
He waits for you to light this signal. And then the strike begins.
And we will be there as well.
Alright, that should be our final fast travel station. Alright, we need to light the signal fire from the given time and reduce health loss. And remain undetected. What do I have my horse selected here? Oh, guy there. Okay. Oh, not good, not good. Well, actually, I do want to go this way. Okay, are there two guys there, or are there not two guys there? Oh, well, they came in behind me. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Well, somehow we pulled that off. Not really sure how, but I'm not gonna ask questions.
Need to get inside the fort. I am in no condition to fight. Need to stay away from the guards.
Okay.
Where are you, Charles?
Gone.
Come now. You cannot hope to match me, Connor. For all your skills, you are still but a boy, with so much left to learn. Give me Lee! Impossible. He is the promise of a better future. The sheep need a shepherd. He has been dismissed and censured. He can do nothing for you now.
A temporary setback. He will be restored.
Alright, so for this one we need to
You act
use
as though you have some right to judge.
the objects
Declare me
here.
and mine wrong for the world. And yet everything I've shown you.
Do we not get to see his health?
We worked to see this land united and at peace. Under our rule, all would be equal. Do the Patriots promise?
Surrender, and I will spare you.
Brave words from a man about to die.
You fare no better.
Even when your kind appears to triumph, still we rise again. And do you know why? It's because the Order is born of a realization. We require no creed, no indoctrination by desperate old men. All we need is that the world be as it is. And this is why the Templars will never be destroyed.
Got him.
Don't think I have any intention of caressing your cheek and saying I was wrong. I will not weep and wonder what might have been. I'm sure you understand. Still, I'm proud of you in a way. You've shown great conviction, strength, courage. All noble qualities. I should have killed you long ago.
Wanna get wahir agni?
We've got a problem. Hatham doesn't have the amulet anymore.
But the temple's still sending data. There must be more to this story.
Only one way to find out.
Now we got one memory sequence left. Yeah, we get another email. We got another email.
My father is dead. Charles Lee now leads the Templar Order in his place. I see now why ours is an eternal war. For each piece taken from the board, another is placed upon it. Back and forth we go. Across the world. Across the ages. Some days mine feels an impossible task. But I cannot afford to be consumed with doubt. The people need me. Now more than ever. I must stop the Templars. I will kill Charles Lee.
Alright, so I think it puts us
We gather today to
in the
remember a
next
man of
memory
fearless
here.
Vision, who sought to change the world. And change the world he did. Look around. Even now the British prepare to retreat. Their spirits broken. Their forces splintered. The Patriot leadership shall soon follow. Either into our service He sent me away. That day, at Fort George. He feared for my safety. I should have stayed. He said there was no danger.
He was wrong.
I will kill you, Connor. This I swear. Not here, though. Not today. No. First I'll destroy all you hold dear. I'll burn that homestead of yours to the ground and roast the severed heads of your precious founding fathers in its flames. And when I've finished with them, all the rest will burn as well. Your merry band of assassins, the human refuse that lives on your land, your village and its people, all of it, gone.
You can try, Charles. But as with all your schemes, this too will end in failure.
Get him on his feet. He will wait. He will watch. And then, when he's seen all his life's work brought to ruin, only then will I allow him to die. Take him away.
I could do this all.
So we have a, we don't have anything now. But I'm pretty sure we have a secondary objective. That's like not to kill people. So everyone that we let our assassins kill here is just stuff that we gain.
Where is Charles Lee gone?
The harbor. To catch a ferry.
Doesn't show any optional objective right now, but I know there is. Alright, let's get our notoriety down really quick. Look, all of our assassins are already back. Skip the restricted zone there. And just because I wanted to make sure, we did finish, we're at 97%, you can see there. All of our underground now? No, it still says in New York that we still have one more that we don't have. Really? I guess the Fort George one hasn't registered yet. We'll figure that out. When we can. We're in the middle of another memory right now. Like I said, it kind of railroads us into it. Alright, limit regular kills. Nothing we can do there.
I believe these men meet the requirements.
They will
You
lead me
believe
to lead.
incorrectly. They're sick and weak. We're looking to build an army, not fill an almshouse. It would take months to get them into fighting shape. We don't have the time.
No, please. We'll do anything you want. Anything. Only take us with you.
Quiet, well. Your
Where are
merchandise
these
is
civilians?
useless to us.
Perhaps we should discuss this back in my cabin.
This guy looks like he's going to be a problem. I just see where I'm supposed to be.
I'm sorry to have disappointed.
As you should be. For us to have come all this way for nothing. Tell me now why I shouldn't have you thrown into the sea.
No need to be rash. Only give me a little more time. I'll scour the other ships if I must. I'm certain there are prisoners who will meet your needs.
Very well. You have 2 days.
Thank you.
Present yourself to the Green Dragon Tavern in Boston with the men you've chosen. We shall meet you there along with our master.
Gotta wait for him to come out, I guess. Oh, there he is. Oh, so... Okay, well, I guess I didn't... Well, that's a pain at the bottom. And this is all that part of that same mission, isn't it? Alright, well we gotta redo this
We gather
part.
today to remember
Sorry.
a man of peerless vision who sought to change the
At
world.
least we can skip the
And change the
cinematic
world he
this
did.
time.
Look around. Even now, the British prepare to retreat. Their spirits broken. Their forces splintered. The Patriot leadership shall soon follow. Either into a...
What do you expect?
Alright, let's skip this.
Where is Charles?
So on this ship, we only can kill one guy. Right. Let's try this again. Wonder if we can leave this one alive. I mean, it looks like there's a very specific timing window to this. Oh, he sees me? Really? Is he glitched now? Okay, well that didn't work. Somehow he still saw me, even though he was glitched into the railing. Oh, well now that I've popped here, this other guy's just gone. Interesting. Seems like a hack.
These men meet the requirements.
You believe incorrectly. They're sick and weak.
We're
looking to build an army, not fill an almshouse. It would take months to get them into fighting shape. We don't have the time.
No, please. We'll do anything you want. Anything. Only take us with you.
Quiet, well. Your merchandise is useless to us.
Perhaps we should discuss this back in my cabin.
Alright, so the one I'm worried about is this one. So this is the guy we wanted to get down. Oh, why did you not assassinate him? You had the thing. You had the thing. But if I just skip around him, nope, he'll see me here, won't he? Okay, so he does have to go. Now that we know he has to go.
Sorry to have disappointed.
As you should be. For us to have come all this way for nothing. Tell me now why I shouldn't have you thrown into the sea.
No need to be rash. Only give me a little more time. I'll scour the other ships if I must. I'm certain there are prisoners who will meet your needs.
Very well. You have 2 days.
Thank you.
Present yourself to the Green Dragon Tavern in Boston with the men you've chosen. We shall meet you there along with our master.
All right. So it says there's still one more underground to find here. And so we're going to hop into here really quick. Four, five. Was it there? 54. So we definitely only have. Did I miss one? Well, I can't interact with that for some reason. Okay, well I guess we'll go here and go to the spot that I'm missing. Well, I guess that's not it. Oh, and here it is. I don't know how I could have missed this one, but I guess I did. Alright, which way do we go? Simple lockpick is all it was. I still don't see Washington anywhere in here. And I don't think he's here either. Nope. Let's go see if the miners or if the lumbers are doing anything worthwhile. Still pretty dark. So since it's dark, let's leave the Animus and read our email really quick. So another one from the place. Forgive my outburst, it's been a long time. I have been alone in this place for too long, waiting, hoping. Soon you will see all I have promised. Only hurry and find the key, restore power to this place. Good news, bad news. Which one would you like first? I'm not really the time for this. Okay, sorry. So much for interjecting a little Christmas cheer to these otherwise dour proceedings. Good news is, as far as I can tell, the Eye of Sturgo launch has been postponed permanently. With Vidic dead, thanks to Jar Desmond, the Apple of Eden it will still safely in our possession. There's no way they'll make their date. I suppose there's always the chance that they'll manage to retrieve another apple and start the whole process over. But all of our intel says that they've got no leads. We're safe from that particular threat for now. The bad news is we've got less than 48 hours to open the temple doors. Whatever is meant to happen on the 21st, and it's likely a whole lot worse than the Eye of Sturgo. I think we all like to ensure it doesn't. Okay, well, I think everybody is sleeping. And being that everybody is sleeping, let's go to Boston. Uh, 98% complete now, so that's nice. That should get all of the underground. Yep, that's all the underground done for us. All right, final mission.
Need something, darling?
No.
Rude.
Can I help you?
You know you can.
Pardon? Oh, Jesus.
I do not like having my time wasted.
Stop that! Oh, don't make me call the guards.
Make a sound and you die.
What do you want? He's in the harbor, at the Long Pier, most likely. We heard what happened at the parade. Charles got all nervous, said he was leaving the country. I thought he was overreacting. Guess not. No.
Thank you.
Oh, which reminds me, we do have another database entry to read. The HMS Jersey. The British took so many prisoners during the Revolutionary War that they quickly ran out of places to put them all. Prisons in New York, like Bridewell, were full, and the British took to using sugar houses and pro-rebel churches in the city. In the harbor, decommissioned warships were put to use as prison ships, the most well-known being the HMS Jersey. The Jersey had and earned the nickname Hell. I wonder if you can guess why. Conditions below decks where the prisoners were kept were crowded, 1,000 men crammed together without light, sanitation, or proper ventilation. About a dozen prisoners died every day from smallpox, yellow fever, malnutrition, and tortured by the guards. I'm not even going to begin describing the food. Well, alright, I'll begin. Inedible and worm-infested, but I won't finish. The British sentiment was that the rebels were traitors and didn't deserve any better. At least 11,000 people died on board the prison ships, more than the rest of the war put together. After the British left New York, the U.S. Navy found mass graves in the mud at the edge of the harbor. Those remains have since been placed under a monument in Brooklyn, where Fort Putnam used to be. Alright, find Lee near the harbor. Alright, we need to stay within 50 meters of him. And do not shove anybody during the chase. Well, that was a little stagger step. I could have assassinated him right there. Don't take any fire damage, okay? Okay, well, I took fire damage. Oh, and I gotta do this first part again, too. That didn't count as shoving someone, did it? No. Alright, so let's try to go the right way this time. Still need to stay within our distance of Lee.
Why do you persist? You put us down, we rise again. You end one plot, we forge another. You try so hard, but it always ends the same. Those who know you think you mad, and this is why. Even those men you sought to save have turned their backs on you. Yet you fight. You resist. Why?
Because no one else will.
Good shot. Well, the ship didn't entirely burn down and kill Connor, so that's good. Well, we need to get to the harbor master. I think we got all the optional objectives. Yep. So that's the main thing. We got all the optional objectives.
Rough night, was it?
He headed inland. Took a ferry up the Charles River. I will need passage as well.
Of course. Only say the word.
Word. Special outfit available. Altair's outfit. You know, he could have poisoned that since he was going to die anyways, and then just gave it to Connor poisoned and both of them went out. Like, that would have been a very Templar thing to do, but he doesn't. This scene.
Why would they leave this behind?
Probably gonna be really loud at the end of the game.
Long have we waited for you to return. You have done as we asked. You have succeeded.
No, I have failed. My people are gone. Chased out by those who I thought would protect them.
It is a trade, a sacrifice, and not in vain. For you have found it.
This?
Now you must hide it, where none shall think to look, and then in time, what once was, shall be again.
I do not understand.
Nor need you. Only do as we ask. Then, you may do as you wish.
But what of my people?
You have saved this place, as was your people's purpose, and that matters most.
It is not enough.
It will never be enough. You strive for that which does not exist. Still, you have made a difference, and you will do so again.
That's right, Connor. You mattered.
Remember, you must hide the amulet where none might find it.
And it's gone. Well, we're kind of just sitting back and watching through the cinematics now. Yeah, we get it, Connor. Your side still hurts. Connor Davenport, Achilles' son. Alright. The game's trying to run through all these things. I know where the key is.
Then let's go.
What's he got bloody hands?
Guess this is it.
We're right behind you.
So again, this is probably going to get loud. Everything in this temple always gets loud.
Moment of truth.
Yes. Come. Here, at last. You know our story now. Of how we tried. Of how we failed. All our hopes extinguished. Save one. Your touch. A spark. A spark to save the world.
Wait! Do not touch the pedestal.
Minerva?
You. But how? You left. You destroyed the device.
Did you think there was only one?
What the hell is going on here?
You must not free her.
Free her?
Juno dwells within these walls, awaiting release. I will explain. While we worked to save the world, she sought instead to conquer it. She used our machines to set her plans in motion. Divination through numbers. There is a pattern to existence. To comprehend the calculations is to tame time. This was my focus. And so I built the eye to aid us. But she turned it towards her own ends. When we discovered her treachery, we put a stop to it. And then we left. But first we called to you, that you might try again. We thought it would be safe with her gone. Now I see we were deceived. She survived, she endured, and then she began to work. For centuries, Tinia and I walked the world, hoping to rekindle the spark of civilization. We shared what we knew as best we could. We were not the only ones, but for all the power we wrought, still death would claim us. But before it did, I would have one last look to know if we had succeeded.
That's how you're here now?
I had hoped you might find this place and finish our work. But it is too late. You and the Templars have squabbled over our refuse. You have wasted centuries, and so you have lost your chance. You cannot hope to stop the end now, Desmond. Only to survive.
She's lying! Only touch the pedestal and the world will be saved.
Better the world burn than she be loosed upon it.
Is that so? Show him then.
But he will not understand. It is complicated. It is...
Show me.
If you heed Minerva, the sun will have its way. The ground will crack and spit fire into the skies. All the world will burn. But this does not end the world, merely heralds its arrival. Darkness follows. Then you emerge, resolving to lay a foundation that such a tragedy does not befall the world again. You will become a symbol to those who survive. Hope, knowledge, determination. You will inspire them to rebuild, to thrive once more. And as the world heals, so too will humanity. But you are just a man, frail and mortal. You pass from the world, leaving behind only a memory. A legacy. You will be remembered first as a hero, later as a legend, and in time, as a god. It is the cruelest fate to have written words that meant well and see them made wicked and unwise. What was meant to encourage life, used instead to justify taking it. And so now you see that what was shall be again. So tell me, how is this better? She would sacrifice you, sacrifice the world, for no other reason than to deny me vindication.
They will enslave your kind, Desmond. Is this not why you fight? Is this not why you came here? To ensure more than just your race's future, but its freedom?
What future? What freedom? Billions dead and the whole cycle begun anew? This world has known nothing but heartache and horror since we left it.
Our gift to them, and you'd see it all returned.
Enough!
You must not do this.
Whatever Juno's planning, however terrible it might seem today, we'll find a way to stop it. But the alternative, what you want, there's no hope there.
If you free her, you'll be destroyed.
It will happen in an instant. There will be no pain.
You mustn't.
It's done, Minerva. The decision's made.
Then the consequences of this mistake are yours to live and die with.
You need to go. All of you. Now. Get as far away from here as you can.
Come with us. We'll find another way.
There isn't time.
Son.
You know it's true. It's already started. I need to do this now. So go. Go!
All right, touched the sphere. The beacon. Another pan has touched the beacon. Sorry, wrong game. Man, this gets loud. Always.
It's some sort of global aurora borealis. Never seen anything like this before. Eyewitnesses describe electrical storms and erratic displays of unusual weather. Residents are being asked to remain inside and wait for geological surveys are now reporting seismic activity throughout the Ring of Fire. Northeastern Canada is said to be experiencing the largest on record. Satellites and transformers are failing as the flare increases in intensity. Worldwide reports of blackouts seems to be receding. Residual seismic and volcanic activity is being reported, but nothing approaching earlier levels. Obviously, it'll be a while before experts are able to assess the full extent of the damage caused by today's events. But it appears the worst is behind us. We'll be sure to bring you more as this story develops.
It is done. The world is saved. You played your part well, Desmond. But now it's time that I played mine.
Ominous. Is that everything? I mean, I guess we can let this roll really quick. Well, this goes for like 20 minutes. Alright, so we'll just skip this. Alright, so we have a couple things we can do here in the epilogue. A couple things we still need to complete. Once Connor's done. Okay, let's go check on the lumberers. Got the Great Fire in New York. The Battle of Trenton. Hey, what do you know? He's fishing. Always fishing. And the other one's nowhere to be seen. Alright, let me see here. That's not what I wanted. Charles Lee updated. Alright, so when Lee was finally released from New York, he was convinced that the Continental Army couldn't hold its own against the British and told Congress so. However, when Washington decided to go ahead with its plans to attack the British column at Monmouth, Lee insisted on being in charge. Once the battle began, Lee ordered his soldiers to retreat. Modern historians are still debating the reasons why. Maybe he... Maybe he'd forgotten his doggy treats in the tent and needed to go get them. Washington swept in and took command, turning a complete rout of his army into a draw, and Lee received a very thorough and public dressing down. Afterwards, Lee demanded an apology or a court-martial to clear his name. Washington chose the court-martial, which didn't go as Lee had hoped. He was found guilty of misbehavior before the enemy, making a shameful and orderly retreat, and disrespect to the commander-in-chief. He was only given a year's suspension for the crimes, but by the time the year was over, he'd been so vocal in his criticism of Washington that Congress removed him from the army permanently. Lee retired to his estate in Virginia, passing his time breeding more dogs. After his death, he was given a full military funeral, getting all the respect he craved. Too late to do anything with it. Alright, so we're going to try something here. I'm going to quit all the way out, and then go back into the game. It's not where I wanted to be anyways. Battle of Trenton. Stunning victory. George Washington surprises the Hessian force at Trenton. Hundreds of prisoners taken. In a daring raid, General George Washington has in one coup overcome months of reversals and achieved a marked victory. The 10th of highly difficult conditions, the general was able to assume some thousands of troops and ford Delaware encumbered by floes of ice. In fact, large numbers of his force were unable to complete the crossing, leaving the good general with less than half the troops expected for his raid. Nonetheless, the Continental Army marched through snow and sleet to get to the garrison Hessian town of Trenton. Many of the troops were without boots and therefore forced to tie rags around their feet to march through the snow, thus leaving dark tracks of blood as a marker to their determination. In Trenton, the Americans spied a force of 1,500 groggy, Hessian force, 1,500 groggy with sleep. The main American force under Washington entered Trenton from the northwest. He sent General Sullivan around the town to attack from the south and set additional forces in a position to the northeast, forestalling a Hessian retreat. The Hessians made a hasty attempt to form line in town, but were under artillery fire from Captain Alexander Hamilton, as well as attack from the front and rear from Washington and Sullivan. Soldiers joined with inhabitants of the town to shoot from windows of the house windows upon the Hessian gunners. During this firefight, the commander of the garrison, Colonel Rahl, was direly wounded. His troops retreated to an apple orchard and shortly thereafter surrendered. Nearly 900 Hessian troops were taken captive. In the fight, Lieutenant James Monroe was wounded, but not grievously. Some days before this expedition, Thomas Paine's pamphlet, The Crisis, was read aloud to these same men. Mr. Paine began with the phrase, "These are times that try men's souls," and notes that the harder the conflict, the more glorious the triumph. Colonel Rahl died from his wounds before the conflict's end. The message was found folded in his pocket, warning him of the American approach, a warning he fatally ignored. We have another newspaper here. The Great Fire of New York. Fire devastates Manhattan. Trinity Church burned. Rebels thought responsible. The Great Fire has spread through New York on the 21st. That being Saturday before last, the fire began near Whitehall Slip, likely in the Fighting Cock's Tavern, known for untoward behavior. A southwesterly wind quickly spread the flames north through the streets, putting out many out of their homes. These citizens took what goods they could and found relative safety on the town commons. The wind then shifted and burned most of the city from Broadway to the Hudson. Burning ashes from shingles were carried by the wind across the street into far buildings. The roof of Trinity Church soon caught fire, and the church burned in minutes. I'm yawning a lot. I'm sorry. With little fire department left in the city, royal soldiers essayed to put out the flames, but these efforts were largely ineffective, and the fire raged throughout the night. Happily, St. Paul's Church was saved by volunteers bringing buckets of water to trench its roof. Nearly 500 homes and buildings have been destroyed. Those responsible for the fire are unknown. However, it is no mystery that rebels would wish difficulties for the king's soldiers, who have so recent and valiantly taken hold of the city. The investigations have begun by General Howe. We have another email? Really? No. Animus hack unlocked.
Help us, could you?
Alright, well, he's not here. Like I said, I'm really just trying to get these lumberers to do something.
I can't decipher it. I'll read it for you.
We've already listened to him read these letters 500 times. And I cannot get these lumberers to do anything for all the work that for all that I try. Really, it's already been scanned, has it? We can go on to do the other, like, last-minute end-game stuff that we have to do. But this one's been, like, bothering me the entire game because we just can't seem to do it. Look, they're loading and unloading again. Which it says we've scanned. Oh look, they're splitting wood again, which it had already said we scanned. Alright, let's go do some other stuff really quick. We'll come back to this, or we'll just chalk it up to the game is just ridiculous.
If you're hungry, I've extra.
No, thank you. Where is everyone?
Gone west. Been a while since they left. Seems some fella from New York was granted the land by Congress.
What?
Seeing it happen more and more. Government says they don't take land that's already owned, but
How could this have happened?
we're on our own now. No more merry English parks and labour, which means we gotta go at it ourselves. Gotta pay for it too. Selling land is quick and easy, not quite so nasty as taxes. And since some say they're what started the old war, ain't no rush to bring 'em back. Clever men, these new leaders of ours. They know not to push it just yet. Too soon for taxes. Too British.
Thank you.
Little epilogue thing here. Just a video. Just a cinematic. Look, Washington's here. Let's go talk to Washington.
Connor.
Commander.
It's good to see you.
You have what you set out for. What will you do with it?
A fair question. But if truth be told, I do not know. Men with far greater minds than mine will build this country's foundations. A task I am simply not equipped for. Have you played bocce before? I'm really growing quite fond of it. I think I'll have a green built at Mount Vernon when I return.
All that death and sacrifice, and you mean to leave the important tasks to better men while you play games? I might have expected it.
Connor!
Whether you think you are capable or worthy of the task, after the things you have done to ensure this outcome, you should not have the luxury of peace.
Alright. So, Frontiersman challenges. We have everything else except for... I'm sure you saw. We need to visit every tavern in Frontier and New York and Boston. Alright, so let's go to every location with a dice. Here. Oh, it's not the entrance. This is the entrance.
Forging of all dimensions and specification.
Let's fast travel over here to this next one. So I think we've gotten all the ones in Boston. Not entirely sure. Because those are the places where we get our interactive assassins conversations. Alright, let's go get this one right here that we're next to, then we'll go to the other one. Oh, there we did it. So, it looks like all we need left here is the lumber stuff. We have another mission up here. Evacuation day.
America has no need for your services,
Send them back to Britain in a box! Death to the oppressor!
Cut them down!
Alright, so we get a thing for Evacuation Day. Evacuation Day was the day the British troops sailed out of New York City in the end of the American Revolution. Not to be confused with Evacuation Day of Massachusetts, where the British sailed out of Boston Harbor near the beginning of the Revolution. While the Treaty of Paris formally ended the war in early September, the British took some time to pack up their belongings and leave their stronghold at New York, mainly because many loyalists found a sudden need to leave the country, and so there were more people to carry than originally anticipated. Plus, they probably wanted some time in duty-free. Of course, the British are known for being practical jokers, and so they couldn't resist getting in their friendly parting shots. Before they left, troops nailed a Union Jack to a flagpole on Bowling Green and then greased the pole. Undaunted, the Americans nailed up spikes to help them climb, managing to raise the stars and stripes before the British fleet had sailed out of sight. After that, climbing a greased flagpole to tear down a Union Jack would be part of New York's Evacuation Day festivities, proving that you Americans need better hobbies. The other British parting shot was a literal one. British ship fired a cannonball at the crowds on Staten Island, who were jeering at the departing flotilla. No one was hurt. The ball fell short of land, but sometimes it's called the last shot of the American Revolution. Evacuation Day isn't much celebrated anymore. It fell out of favor when Thanksgiving was moved to the end of November in 1863. We have the Treaty of Paris. This is the treaty that ended the war between Britain and the United States, not to be confused with the Treaty of Paris in 1763, which ended the French and Indian War, or the Treaty of Paris of 1810, which ended the French war with Sweden. Paris loves the treaty. The fighting between the American and British forces was mostly ended by 1781 with Cornwallis' surrender at Yorktown. This agreement formalized the end of the war and declared the United States as a new nation, with the 13 colonies as 13 new states. The treaty also provided for the release of prisoners of war on both sides, returned the seized property to the loyalists and patriots alike, and an expansion of the boundaries of the United States. Of course, the reality was a bit more complicated. Both sides refused to return property that theoretically belonged to the other, like a messy divorce and some easy listening CDs. And as to the offer of expanded territory, well, Spain had other ideas about whose land it was, as did the indigenous people living there. Alright, which means, even though our database shows 100% completion, the last thing that we need is this stupid homestead. It really fills up the side there whenever you track it. But maybe it'll tell the game, oh yeah, I'm supposed to do something here. With the the woodworkers, the lumberers. And they ain't doing nothing. Alright. And they still aren't about doing anything. Let me try fast traveling here to see if that spawns them. The issue might be that it's too late in the day. So, are these where we can do the hacks? These are the Animus hacks. What are these? Can't get hurt. You have infinite ambulation. You can always assassinate. No more reload time for ranged weapons. Guard detection and investigation disabled. You have infinite recruit tokens. Set the seasons to summer or winter. We're really trying to just see if we can get the lumbers to spawn to do something. But I think the issue now is it's nighttime. So if we travel far away and come back, the day should progress. I believe. Still is pretty late. Let's just do like this and see if we fast travel up here, if it'll... progress the day. Holy moly, game, come on. I'm really trying to just get it to be daytime. Oh well, I'm just gonna say bully. Okay, so the last thing we needed was to get a lumbers entry, and we can't get the lumbers to ever do anything. And for some reason, the game has decided, it's nighttime forever. So yeah, you know what? Blah. That's all I have to say. If the game doesn't want me to get the stuff with the lumbers, then I won't get the stuff with the lumbers. So we're going to end this episode here. We have finished the actual game, but we will still continue with this tomorrow with the Tyranny of King of Washington DLC. So we do hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.